Matapos ang maiksi at pribadong pagpupulong, magkasamang humarap sa media sina US President Barack Obama at Pangulong Benigno Aquino. Dito ipinaliwanag ng dalawang pangulo ang kanilang mga pananaw at official stand sa mga natatanging usapin na kinasasangkutan ng bansa. Para sa detalye, balitaan mo kami, Rocky Ignacio.
Nagkasundo ang Pilipinas at Amerika ng palakasimbang kooperasyon sa larangan ng defense and security, trade and investment, tourism at pagpapalakas ng people-to-people ties. Sa statement ni Pangulong Aquino at US President Barack Obama, tinukoy ng mga ito ang panibagong yugto ng relasyon ng dalawang bansa, partikular na dito ang pagtugon sa usapin sa pagitan ng China, kaugnay ng territorial dispute sa West Philippine Sea sa mapayapa at diplomatikong paraan.
I thank President Obama for the U.S.'s support for our government's efforts in modernizing and enhancing its defense capabilities. The Philippines-U.S. Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement takes our security cooperation to a higher level of engagement, reaffirms our country's commitment to mutual defense and security, and promotes regional peace and stability. Both President Obama and I share the conviction that territorial and maritime disputes in the Asia-Pacific region should be settled peacefully based on international law. We affirm that arbitration is an open, friendly, and peaceful approach to seeking a just and durable solution. We effective implementation of the Declaration of Conduct and the expeditious conclusion of a substantive and legally binding Code of Conduct in the South China Sea, all towards fostering peace and stability in our part of the world. We likewise welcome the active participation of the United States in regional mechanisms such as the ASEAN Regional Forum and the East Asia Summit.
This is my first visit to the Philippines as President, and I am proud to be here as we mark the 70th anniversary of the Battle of Leyte Gulf, when Americans and Filipinos fought together to liberate this nation during World War II. All these years later, we continue to stand shoulder to shoulder to uphold peace in this region and around the world.
Gate ni Obama, pangunahing adhikain ng kooperasyon ang palakasin ng peace and stability sa rehiyon sa mas positibong vision ng dapat pagtuunan sa ugnayan sa China katulad ng pagpapalakas ng ekonomiya sa rehiyon.
Provide basic needs for their people and work cooperatively with other countries in the region. That's only going to strengthen the region. That's not going to weaken it. I do think that as President Aquino said, that China, as a large country, has already asserted that it is interested in abiding by international law. And really our message to China consistently on a whole range of issues is we want to be a partner with you in upholding international law. In fact, larger countries have a greater responsibility in abiding by international norms and rules because it can worry smaller countries if we don't do it in a way that's consistent with international law.
Dumating sa bansa si Obama sa gitna na rin ng pagpapatibay ng Enhanced Defense Cooperation o EDCA sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Amerika. Pero mismo ang leader ng Amerika ang naglinaw na walang bubuhayang base militar dito at hindi rin anya daan ito para mag-provoke o pataasin ng tensyon sa rehiyon.
We have a constructive relationship with China. There's enormous trade, enormous business that's done between the United States. Range of issues on the international stage in which cooperation between the U.S. And China are vital. So our goal is not to counter China. Our goal is not to contain China. Our goal is to make sure that international rules and norms are respected. And that includes in the area of maritime disputes. We do not have claims in this area territorially. We're an Asian nation, and our primary interest is the peaceful resolution of conflict, freedom of navigation, that allows for continued progress and prosperity. And we don't even take a specific position on the disputes between nations. But as a matter of international law and international norms, we don't think that coercion and intimidation is the way to manage these disputes. And for that reason, we're very supportive of President Niño's approach to go before for the law of the sea and to seek international arbitration that can resolve this in a diplomatic fashion.
Bahagi kasi ng EDC ang pabilisin ng pagtugon sa panahon ng pangangailangan sa tuwing may kalamidad at iba pang uri ng sakuna. Gitang Pangulo, nasaksihan na kasi ng mundo ang malaking pinsala na dulot ng Super Typhoon Haiyan o Yolanda.
Typhoon Haiyan our world how vulnerable the Philippines as well as other developing countries are to natural disasters. As such, humanitarian assistance and disaster response is an essential component of our cooperation. As the United States and the American people have always been ready to support us in the aftermath of disasters, so too do we look forward to the continued cooperation of the United States and the rest of our partners in the international community as we undertake the task of building back better the communities affected by Typhoon Haiyan. This morning, we made a promising start as we discussed how our partnership can be enhanced through building climate-resilient communities. These kind of
Binigyan din pa rin ng Pangulo na naging katuwang rin ng Pilipinas ang Amerika para maibsan ang kahirapan sa bansa.
We expressed our appreciation for the U.S.'s support to our government's programs under the Partnership for Growth framework, which enhances the policy environment for economic growth through US $145 million total planned contribution from the U.S. U.S. support is also course to the Millennium Challenge Corporation, which supports the implementation of projects on road infrastructure, poverty reduction, and good governance with a $434 million grant from 2011 to 2016. Recently, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration reinstated the Philippines to a Category 1 status. This will redound to mutual benefit for our countries from opening more routes for travel between the United States and the Philippines to creating more business opportunities to facilitating increased tourism.
Sa bandang huli, ipinaabot naman ni Obama ang patuloy ang suporta ng Amerika sa Pilipinas.
I congratulated President Aquino on the reforms that he's pursued to make the Philippines more competitive. Through our Partnership for Growth and our Millennium Challenge Corporation Compact, we're going to keep working together to support these efforts so that more Filipinos can share in this nation's economic progress. Because growth has to be broad-based and it has to be inclusive.
Para sa Telebisyon ng Bayan, Rocky Ignacio.